welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mrs. Freckles. I talk about lifestyle, fashion, faith, and fitness. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you all here today. So let's jump right into the video. I want to talk to you guys about things I've learned during this weight loss journey. As you don't know, I've been on a weight loss journey for about 6 months now, and there's a few things, little sauce, little juice, little nuggets that I've learned along the way, and I wanted to share them with you. If you're thinking about being on a fitness journey, you're currently on one, or whatever it may be, might be just entertainment. But anywho, as you know, I have a few notes because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So if you see me look down to the left, to the right, that's why. All right, so let's get right through this. First things first. One of the things I've learned is the scale can be your best friend and your enemy. Let me tell you why. Sometimes if you weigh yourself daily and you don't see that number going down, you get discouraged. Or if you see it going up, you might get depressed, okay? Because let's be real, we're on a weight loss journey. We don't want to see the scale going back up because then you think you did something wrong. However, our bodies fluctuate due to water retention. Could have been like something you ate might have made you bloated, or just our bodies naturally just fluctuate. That's just how it is. So the scale's not going to always go down. And as long as you have that in the back of your mind, if you want to weigh yourself daily, it won't discourage you. But for me, I experienced discouragement. I mean, man, I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit so bad. But I had to pray about it. And then keep going because I'm like, you know what? I've quit so many times, I can't. So that's one of the things. Another thing, I thought if I lost 20 pounds, I should be going down in the dress size. And guess what? I did not go down in pants. I was still wearing the same clothes. I was still wearing the same clothes even when I had lost 40 pounds. But I noticed okay, maybe the waist was getting a little looser. Some of the tops might have not fit as snug as they were before. And that's okay. 20 pounds on one person compared to the other can be completely different, and you have to understand, you have to know how your genetics work, how your body works. So just trust the process, and just go ahead and don't get discouraged. Keep going, because at the end of the day, you're gonna look back and be like, wow. One day you might wake up and be down 2 pant sizes. Might have just missed that next step. You just went over 2. Okay, so just keep going. Another thing, we focus so much sometimes on losing the weight and seeing that number go down, seeing them inches change, that we don't even learn to enjoy the process. And it is so important to enjoy the process, because you're going to quit if you don't. You're going to quit if you don't enjoy what you're doing. You're going to quit if you just look at it as a temporary thing. You got to learn to love the entire journey, because that's what it is. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Another thing is sharing your decision to lose weight, or sharing that you're losing weight or that you have changed your lifestyle with others. Be very careful with that one, because people may not mean no harm, and I really believe that they don't. However, sometimes they micromanaging what you're doing. They micromanaging you grab that cookie. They micromanaging you have that bag of chips. And they don't know. Some people just have in their mind the journey is simply vegetables and meat and fruit and water, and that's not true. It's the variety is so grand. But some people don't think of it like that. And so it's all out of love that they're doing it. But however, if you don't want to deal with that part, don't talk about it. Be about it and show them. Another thing, one of the biggest things I probably have learned is don't make somebody else your goal. I used to have this image of this girl that had on this yellow Nike sports bra and these Nike black shorts, and she is like a curly haired black girl, and I was like, I want to look like her. That's my goal, right? And all my weight loss journeys, that's when I decided to do it. Well, no wonder why they didn't work, okay? Because she wasn't supposed to be my goals. So I made the decision to look for an old picture of myself. It's more realistic. I know I can obtain looking like myself or getting real close to my former self, right? Because that's going to show me my physique makeup, because everybody is not hourglass, or some people are hourglass and they're not straight up and down. It just depends. And so whatever your goals may be, you want to look at how your genetics are, because sometimes you can get yourself discouraged if you don't come out through this whole process looking like that other person. You're not going to look like her. There's always going to be some differences. Maybe you got a hip dip, because hey, I got one of those. But at the end of the day, like I said before, learn to love the journey, as well as don't make somebody else your goal. Be your own. Start slow. Start slow. Don't jump into doing everything else. Not everything else. Don't jump into doing everything all at once. Don't jump into like cutting everything out all at once, saying you're going to go to the gym 5 times a week and all this other stuff. It's unrealistic. You got to remember that you've been doing your bad eating habits or not being active for a while. So why would you just think that overnight you're supposed to change things? Slow and steady wins the race. Start off with something. Work on taking things out of your diet. That's one example. Or start going to the gym and start off with a lower amount of days that you can go to the gym and increase it over time. Take out more things over time. Start slow. Do what works for you and that you can keep up for the long haul, because this is a lifestyle change, not a diet or a fad. It's a lifestyle change. Look at your flaws as like your warrior stripes through the battles that you've been through in life. Don't look at them as bad things. They're things that tell a story, and learn to love them. Learn to embrace them. Understand that perfection is not realistic. Yes, we can go get plastic surgery and get this, that, and the other fixed, but at the end of the day, you're going to find something else that you have a problem with. So learn to love your flaws. I have hip dips. I got the curvy body, but I have hip dips, and I didn't like them as much, but guess what? I'm okay with them, because that's the body that God gave me, and I'm going to love it, and I'm going to do my best to take care of it. Back to a part of like telling other people about your journey. So that version was that some of the people are loving, but some of them are just plain haters. They're not going to celebrate you. They're looking for you to fail. And understand there are people like that, and they might be close to you. And that's okay. That's okay, because we need the people who are cheering us on, but we also need the people who are talking about us and saying that we're going to fail, because both of them can be motivation. Both of them can be motivators to keep us going and to get to that goal. I remember not when I first went into this journey, but in other journeys of losing weight, I was like, I'm not lifting weights. I do not want to look like a bodybuilder. But honey, lifting weights are your best friend. I promise they're your best friend. Because lifting weights can build muscle. Doesn't mean you have to look masculine if you're a female. Doesn't mean you got to be all bulky. It just means that it's building your muscle, potentially in areas that you may have had fat. So it's replacing. But you want to make sure you research and figure out the right type of weightlifting to do that fits what you're trying to obtain, and enjoy it. Like, enjoy the journey. Like, progressive overload, continue to increase that weight so we can build more muscle, get more leaner, more stronger. And last but not least, back to like looking at making someone else your goals. Learn your body type, because everybody's body is not the same. Some people have different type of shapes. You got the hourglass, you got the pear shape, apple, whatever you want to call it, straight up and down. However, at the end of the day, learn your body type, because then during the process, you'll be more realistic with your goals. If you're looking at someone else's body type that isn't yours, and when you get to the end, you're gonna be discouraged. And we all about encouragement. We want to see everybody win and be inspired. So be realistic with yourself and who you look like, and work to achieve the goals that fit you. That's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if there's any other video ideas you would like me to talk about. If you want me to go in more detail about some of the points that I have, or any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.